surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Cantor checked in for Adams. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Out to Ibaka. Durant in the corner. 8 feet away. Oh, that's blocked. Down low. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Beal. 9 points for Wall.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
The drive by Cantor. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Westbrook against Wall. And Westbrook, here we go. Gortat with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Wall with the ball. Dishes to Porter. Back to Wall. Off target from outside.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Here's Durant. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Raiders on the wing. Got a piece of it. Beal with the steal. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Westbrook, no good. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now. He talked about the confidence his team.
He trusts you every time he.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is.
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
And now the second quarter, just getting set to start. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Wizards?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Cantor, and it's Singler in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete, but he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
And here we go with Waiters.
Whoa! I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Beal can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 4. Porter with the steal. And here we go. The Wizards' fast break. It's blocked. And here is Waiters. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Westbrook. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switcher also for Washington. Dudley's checked in. Porter in the corner. Dudley with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And Jared Dudley gets the three. Dudley's got 6 points. Anything, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts? You're alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
And, oh, here we go. Wall, nobody back.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
They retain possession. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Porter with it. Cantor cover. And finished off by Porter.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the
Man.
game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you. The numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Durant comes in for Singler, and it's Waiters in for Anthony Morrow. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant for the Wizards. Drew Gooden has checked in for Gortat. Humphreys comes in for Porter. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Beal. And here we go with Waiters, running it up the court. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Westbrook against Wall. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's tipped. It's stolen by Wall. To the paint. Here's Dudley. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game. Thunder trailing by 10. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Outside Durant. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. It's stolen by Adams. To the middle. Lets it go from 11. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Wall attacking. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Good. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Thunder trailing by 8. Adams dishes to Waiters. Washington with the rebound. Humphries has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Wall with the slam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
1 second left, and the dunk by Humphries.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That'll do it.
All right, Kevin, thank.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He had 18 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. There was a lot to like. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just...
The second half just about to get going here.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? He has 18 points and 2 steals as well.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Porter is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
You know, Greg, for Waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that of anybody. You know, that's tough to do. Clark, hard to make up what Harden had accomplished.
Yeah, and the Thunder even asked Waiters not to wear number 13 to avoid any comparisons, which I think was a smart move. But they still would like to have him provide some punch in terms of points off the bench. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
From outside the arc, here's Durant. Gortat with the block. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Wall's running. It's good from long range. Wall's got 7 points for the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
For 3, Westbrook, no luck. Wall with some nice D.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And for all the flash and dash in the last few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Westbrook. Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting. Up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
Wizards leading by 11. Pass to Beal. Back to Wall. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and that one's good. Westbrook's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace, and that was far from him.
And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. 4th, Bradley Beal.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Or it does smooth things out for a team to have a two-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation, and they'll get you something good.
Thunder trailing by 9. Now here's Westbrook. 16 points for him. Pass to Adams. That's tipped. And here we go. Washington fast break. Sessions with it, and it's Peters picking him up. And Nene slams it in.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
He just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent